All right, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be playing some Naya counters, but mostly because there's two new cards from the Hobbit that I want to try out in this list that seem like they could be pretty good. All right, so we're going to start with Zach Fair, probably one of the weaker cards in the deck, but with all the spot removal and sweepers, I think I'm actually okay giving this a shot. Still, we played it in the old version, it probably works here. A couple of Defend the Riders for the same reasons, got to have some defense. Land on Werewolves to help with our mana, a couple of Paw Patch recruits, because after all, we do care about counters. Now, the first new card we do want to talk about is Bilbo's Gambit. Now, the plan here with this card is hoping that if we get to a situation where we built up our board and our opponent's just going to use a Day of Judgment or Just Guy's Revelation, right? For the turn that they're just going to try to slow you down and try to take over, you play this, you counter your opponent's spell effectively, and you can keep trucking and win the next turn. We'll see how well this works out. Also works good against the Reanimator decks, because they normally go for it in one turn, and if you can just slow them down, that's good enough. Though we do have some ways to deal with the graveyards anyway. We have a couple of Spectacular Spider-Man, just as a hasty creature, but it does fly. We don't really have any other flyers in the deck, and it can protect our boards. The other new card we want to try out, though, is the Queen of Dale, hopefully helping us dig to find some of our better cards, whether, any of our big things that put a bunch of counters. But also, there's some situations where if we're trying to go wide, it can make another body or two, especially if we already have one of the legends already on the battlefield. Playing 3 Heritage Reclamation as a way to get rid of enchantments, but really these days we're seeing a lot of dwarves, so getting rid of artifacts, and of course, in a pinch, you can get rid of something in the graveyard. Some Intrepid Paleontologists helping us with different colors while also removing graveyards as well. We have a couple of Torgal Fine Hound. Now, I will say that some number of these or the Paleontologist could be Spider Manifestation, so we could untap, because this deck does have a lot of situations where it could use an extra 1 or 2 mana. However, Torgal does put a +1/+1 counter on our humans, which can then get us some extra value, particularly with Animpakal, right? That's get you a head start on getting that extra token, which is obviously very good. And then we have Ouroboros, which is just putting counters on everything, no surprise there. And Wild Growth Archaic. If we can get this early with even just 1 counter on it, but preferably 2 or 3, then everything after that is just going to be doing a bunch of extra damage. One of those things, also a human, which benefits from Torgal, is Alana and Elena, right? Get this into play with an extra 2 or 3 or 4 counters on it, then we just get to go nuts. So lots of fun stuff we'll be able to do with these cards, for sure. So yeah, if you like the previous version, these new cards should help this version out pretty well. But before we get into that, I gotta tell you, if you haven't done it yet and you want to support the channel and get yourself a free $5 to spend on Magic, go check out ManaPool.com. They're a great site, 30 million plus cards over there, one of the best optimizers to help you find the cheapest cards and the fewest packages. So go over there, check it out, support the channel. Link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. But yeah, let's go have some fun, see how many counters we can make and how many opponents we can run over. Ooh, this is bad. Mulligan. We're trying to be the aggressor, so this is a little bit better. Sadly, I guess I have to put back Paw Patch recruits. But, don't love that option. But yeah, I will say I did test a few different versions of this deck to settle in, because I was trying to figure out what new cards would make sense in something like this. It took a minute, but I think we may have gotten there. Admittedly, though, if we don't find one of our things that protects our board, we're just going to die. To like a Day of Judgment or something simple. Okay, that's at least helpful. What if we just wanted to sample the run? Like, see what the opponent's up to. Alright, that's fine. I'm going to take 2. I don't think they have anything that we're that concerned about. Whoa, Growing Dread. That's not the card we expected to see. I thought they were keeping mana up to either search or... Oh my god, that's infinitely worse. We might be about to get cooked, y'all. I thought they were leaving mana up for counters or for something. Oh, this is super unfortunate. Yeah, no blocks. And then they blink it. Get max value out of it. I mean, I don't see why not. I would if I were them, whatever it is. Oh, it was just a land. I mean, it does give them mana, though. Okay, I feel like we dodged a little bit of a bullet there. Because this is definitely not how we planned on things going. Oh, that's scary. Just goes to show, man, you never know what people are playing out here. We're going to leave up some mana so we can crack the Spider-Man if necessary. But I think we're okay now with the opponent at 9. Oh, man, that almost went sideways bad. I don't think anything too crazy can happen here. Yeah, I think we're all right. We'll just go ahead and attack these. I mean, you can blink your guy, but whatever. Yeah, all right, cool. Whoo! Yeah, I don't know if y'all saw. If we didn't get rid of the Daydream, they would have flipped up Raph and Mikey and would have got to go nuts with that. So that could have got real ugly real fast. We got pretty lucky there. I mean, combination of them missing on the first card and being able to hit the Paleontologist to get rid of something. But, you know, you take those where you can. No, this is so close. Why weren't any of you other things a land? Yeah, no secret. We got a mulligan this one. Nah, this is better. Let's keep it. And let's put back... Oh, just 2 mana, huh? Alright. Put back a Heritage Reclamation? I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, I feel like this draw is gonna need a bit of help. So that creature dies. I'm trying to figure out, like... I think we still want to play Torgal first. Unless they just, next turn, obviously put a bunch of stuff. Even if they put stuff in the graveyard, I think I want to play Torgal first. Because you don't really want to run Paleontologist out there until it can survive to get something out of the yard. Usually. We'll see what the opponent does. Kind of our first step is, can we even find mana? Alright, they didn't have a second instant speed removal. Not to say they don't have, like, Strategic Betrayal or whatever. But we'll see. Either way, I would like to draw an untapped land because that would make life a little less difficult. Alright, so we're going to play Paleontologist because it comes in as a 3, and we're going to pass. Because we can defend the Rider to protect it. And then try to get silly with Anam-Pakal or something. Gonna feed the Swarm. This is exactly why we play Defend the Riders. You're playing on a lot of removal to go with your... Yeah, I was going to say, if you're going to attack with the Slasher, that's very poor. All right. So what's the thing we want to do here? Because if we play Anam-Pakal, our only play would be to attack with Paleontologist to see if they block. I don't know if they're in that business or not. All right. I'm going to go ahead and just overboard. No attacks. And this will at least put them in the situation of, like, if they have a removal, they're going to play it this turn on Ouroboros. Which is fine. They lose some life to feed the Swarm. If they attack, I think we just take the hit. Yeah, they didn't want to. Fair enough. Alright, so we're going to play Anam-Pakal. And what's our... We can gift a treasure. Yeah, I think we just attack. Like, we're willing to trade. I say trade. I mean, their creature will come back, obviously. Oh, so they're not even willing to. That's even better. Wow. Okay. Why would you not block there? Are we just sweeping the board? Whenever opponent loses life, you gain that much life. If we just put this on top, they block. They take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we'll just put that back on top of their deck. Or back into their hand. Because they still have to sit back to block. If we find anything that pumps a creature or gives haste or whatever, we can just win. Oh, didn't quite do it. All right, well. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that still 11? Oh, they could block this. No, that should be it anyway. And then we just have a Defend the Rider to sit back on. Yeah, it's 11 no matter what, right? You block a 4, it takes 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, cool. All right, we got to use Bilbo's little gambit, and it worked out for Xaxes. This is like, oh gosh. All right, we're gonna keep it. It's like just good enough, barely good enough to keep. Also in a situation where we kind of, sort of... The problem is we have to have green next turn, so we could get 1 counter on the Archaic. So I might as well just play this tapped. Because you either have to have 2 green or 3 of anything. Though the opponent here might actually just get rid of our creatures anyway, because they haven't done anything else. Wait, so they didn't play anything and they didn't have a removal spell there? That's not suspicious or anything. Yeah. I kind of got what I needed out of that already. Here's the tough thing. This could be a deck that also wants to play... what's that thing? Avengers Disassemble. Which kind of makes me want to just play Spectacular Spider-Man. But I'm going to go for it. This is what we're here for. We're making content. Oh, I forgot, because I paid 3 colors. It doesn't matter anyway. I was thinking it would only go up to... Actually, never mind. We're fine. We're fine. I totally forgot. I think in my head, I assumed they were going to kill the Archaic, and they didn't. And I was just thinking about the Anapacol by itself. I mean, now they can still get rid of Anapacol, but we at least have all the other bodies to fight with, so... Unless they have a Pyroclasm. Which, you know, could be a thing. Oh, they found a Burst Lightning. Fair. Alright. It's up to you, little duders. Y'all's time is now. Shout out John Cena, I guess. Yeah, we're just gonna attack. I mean, that's 4. And the turn? Oh, what are we doing? Manually tapping to leave black up. You know what? I'm gonna return that to their hand. Because I think that'll just end their turn. Yep, that's what I thought. They don't have anything else. So now we can play with defense up a little bit here. Make that 3, 7, 8, 9 with the Spectacular Spider-Man and a Defend the Rider available. Either option. I like that. All right, end the turn. I mean, I think we're good here. Yeah, you can have it now. Man, slowing down Tablet even by 1 turn is kind of big business. Yeah. All right, cool. Awesome. Yeah, that's 2 games now where Bilbo's Gambit has actually done its thing. But it's particularly because we're a deck where we're trying to just get 1 more good turn. You know, I don't know if it works for every creature-based deck, but in this situation, we're trying to be aggressive enough that I guess we got the payoff we wanted. Okay. I would like to draw an untapped red source to go with this. But I'm going to go ahead and play Temple Garden untapped to take the damage. Mostly so if just some combination comes up where we can get the other colors, we'll be all right. Nope. Not a thing, the opponent says. Not a thing today. Actually, it would have got there, though. That's interesting. I think we still just play Llanowar. If we can get a red land, we can get red, green, white, something. Ah, didn't happen. Would have been nice, though. So let's go ahead and play... Yeah, let's tap like this. So we can do 3 counters on the Archaic. And then we'll get 2 counters on Zach Fair, because we'll get 1 from the Archaic and 1 from itself. And hopefully, nothing dies. Big request. And then we'll just have Lana protected by Zach Fair and hope that's good enough. I think that will be. Actually, yeah. Okay, cool. Fair enough. Yeah, the trick here is if we were able to play Lana, we could just put the counters wherever. It doesn't matter. Put them on Zach Fair if we want to. And attack. As long as we leave up a mana, then the best they could do is Day of Judgment, but they'd be taking 3, 4, 5. We'd have 4 colors invested into this. 3 colors invested into this. So that'd be 5, 10, and they'd be at 10 with Alana still up. So I think we'd be okay. Plus, Alana would end up having a bajillion counters on her. So, like, yeah. I guess they didn't see what they needed, so they just scooped there. But we'll take it just the same. Okay, we drew the Queen. All right, what do we want to do? Yeah, we're keeping this for sure. Definitely not tossing this back. I was just debating if we're going to play Queen of Dale first or if we're going to play Torgal. But it might be Torgal so that we could Torgal and Zach Fair, I think, and just have more mana available. Oh, well, now we definitely want to play Torgal first. So let's play Zach Fair first so we can't accidentally tap the wrong things. And then now, if we get an untapped land, we could play Ouroboros and protect them, and then we're off to the races. So let's see what happens. We failed on the first step. Gosh dang it. How do we want to treat this? I don't think it's worth just running Ouroboros out there. I want to test the water first. Okay, so they don't actually have anything. That's actually good to know. I wasn't sure. Because you also didn't want to play it and then they have like a lightning strike and you just lose your dude. But now I think we're in good shape. Because they'll play something here, I'm assuming. And then during their end step, we flash in a Spider-Man and we should be solid gold. So they have a removal spell. They just don't want to run it into Zach Fair. I think if we play Spider-Man, they'll target Spider-Man. So the question is it a shock or something more? Because Spider-Man will come in as a 3 toughness. Oh, they want to get rid of Queen of Dale. Alright, that's fine. That's nowhere near the biggest concern. But alright. Here we go. Do what you will, opponent. I don't know what you do with that much. I mean, I guess if you drop a blue land and ill-timed explosions or something, but otherwise, I think we're in pretty good shape. Yep, that'll do it. Okay, yeah. This is an interesting keeper. Because this is one of those ones where, like, if things fell right, it wouldn't be unreal to play Anim Pakal first. Oh, well now... okay, sure. Let's play Torgal. Have a feeling one of these will be getting removed. Probably Torgal, but that's okay. Also, don't forget, in this matchup, Lana have real value because they can block flyers. And they first strike, so they do 2 bits of work in this deck. Okay. Do I want to take 2? Are we chump blocking, I guess is the question. I think I'll take 2 anyway, just so we use all of our mana. And just be efficient. Actually, I have to attack at least once. Or with at least a thing. The pauses also tell us that they have the defensive enchantment for protection. So now this comes down to, do they get rid of ManaPool Call? Looks like they're going to. Yep. Nope, there's a Feather Flight. I thought it was going to be a Sheltered by Ghosts. Oh, can we do it? If they don't have it. Oh, man. All right. How much damage can we do? I don't know if we can do enough. If I play ManaPool Call. Oh, because I can't attack with the Torgal. Darn it. So I can make this 5. It'll go to 6. And then 7, 8 plus 6 is 14, 15, 16. Are we going to be short 1? Oh, no. No. Because we get the +1 from... Oh, that's going to... I think that's exactly enough. Did we exact these twice here? I think that just happened. No, technically we're 1 more than enough. Yeah. That's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Wow. Oh, no, it's exacts. Wow. Man, remember how the opener where we were like, you know, maybe this could be Spider Manifestation. And then turns like this, you're like, we win specifically because it was a Torgal. I guess Torgal's earning his keep. It's worked in a couple of games already so far. Okay, I mean, we'll keep. This is mana we can work with. Don't know how good any of this is going to be, but we're here. Let's go ahead and play Paleontologist. I was thinking, when you're up against control decks, you'd rather play the Queen of Dale, because you likely get at least a card. Your opponent's going to do something, but in these scenarios, we're obviously just going to be trying to go big, so here we are. I'm assuming the opponent's playing one of the ramp, like Earth's Mightiest Heroes, whatever style decks. Yeah. So next turn's going to be a scary turn. Because it could be... Oh, Bilbo's Gambit, though. Hold up. This could be the 3rd game where Gambit matters. So I'm just trying to think how to set up the most damage. Sadly, we're 1 mana short. I want to play both creatures, but we really can't. So what I'm going to do is just play Spider-Man, because Spider-Man can fly. Oh, wait, actually, I can get another creature, though, if we play Queen of Dale. And then when we attack next turn. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. I think that's the correct answer. And then we get an aggressive attack in with these 2 knuckleheads. And then whatever big thing they play here, we just Bilbo's Gambit and we're all set. But I'm assuming, I mean, I don't know, it could be Smuggler Surprise, whatever. Yep, but it was Earth's Mightiest. So we'll resolve Queen of Dale first, discarding Spider-Man. Then we will Bilbo's Gambit that back to their hand. And we're all good. Oh, and we got bonus damage. All right. I don't know, y'all. I wasn't sure how good the new cards are going to work out, but Bilbo's Gambit's been the truth so far. We're going to have some stuff to say about that at the end of the video. I don't love it because we don't really have access to white, but Cavern Souls can at least let us play Zac Fair and we can figure out things from there. We didn't immediately lose a Llanowar Elf, though. Put this on human. What is that? Demonic Ruckus. Alright. Haven't seen anybody play Demonic Ruckus in a while. But they're obviously looking for a creature to put it on, and there it is. Spectacular Spider-Man. You, coincidentally, are a human. which is nice. 1, 2, 3. So I need 6 mana, but I can have 5 mana. All right. I think we just attack. Actually, let's go ahead and play Zach Fair. And then I think we attack. No, I can't. I can only attack for 1 because I need the white from the paleontologist. Man, paleontologist pulling weight here. So this is fun. When they play Slick Shot, we can return Slick Shot back to their hand. Crash through just to draw a card? Yeah, sure. Because as long as they don't have anything to put all those cards on, we don't really care. Oh, there's a second Demonic Ruckus? Yeah, sure. Well, we'll flash in our Spectacular Spider-Man, and now we can just go on the beatdown plan. And all our lands are on, so great. So we have a way to bounce stuff and destroy Demonic Ruckus. When that dies, they get a card, though, right? Yeah. All right. Let's attack. I mean, this ain't nothing. 7. If we can find anything that pumps creatures, we'd be gold. What you won't do, opponent? What you won't do? Yeah, we're going to return that duder back to your hand. Could have given him a treasure to end the turn, but I'm fine if they just want to play a Slick Shot and nothing else. No! Dang it. I needed that to be almost anything else. Now we're in an ugly spot because I have to decide if it's worth it to play a Heritage Reclamation or not. Ugh, gross. I do not love this choice. Dang, I'm sorry, y'all. This is taking me a second. Because we might want to block with the Zach Fair, destroy a Demonic Ruckus. We could also make Spider-Man fly. All right, I'm just going to pass. I just didn't feel like we had a good block there. We needed Helena. We could have used Ouroboros, like a bunch of things, but those weren't it. I'm going to attempt to just... Man, I feel like I'm getting greedy if I do this, but I'm just going to do it. Just to try to get it something useful. God, there was just 3 lands in a row. Oh, that's so brutal. I think we're dead now. Even being at 20, I think we're dead. That's so sick. Because they get to play Slick Shot. I mean, we could attempt to block with Spider-Man, I guess. Oh, man. That hurts. Oh, my gosh. That couldn't have been worse. That couldn't have been worse. Yeah, we can't even block because it's going to have Menace. Yeah. Man, we just ripped straight lands. Actually, did we draw 4 lands in a row? It might have been. I don't know. Either way, it was not good. That's all I'm aware of. Yeah, we'll just put everything in front of Challenger, I guess. I mean, we're dying no matter what. We're not stupid. We know the drill here. And then you just fling for the difference, right? Golly. Ugh, so brutal. Though, to be fair, I think that's our first loss in this video. So, hey, if we lose just because we just couldn't draw spells, then fine. Like, we eat it. But, man, there was a bunch of ways we could have ended that game, and we just did not get there. Crazy. Well, pretty basic looking hand, but we're going to see if it works. Let's start with the Llanowar. Do we get to keep it? Or do we get a bat that takes something? Oh, Cruel Claw's Ice. Oh, you're going to have fun with this one, opponent. I'm assuming you're taking Ouroboros, but who knows? I mean, because if they're light on mana, they might want a Paleontologist or a Torval. Being real. Or if this is one of those Baron Zemo decks, they might want to get rid of Paleontologists. So we'll see. Ooh, they went for Torgal. Which is interesting because we just drew Halana Nalena. That's interesting. Alright. So they know we have double Ouroboros. They don't know about Halana Nalena. So do we just run an Ouroboros out there knowing that it's probably going to die? I mean, obviously, if we find Defend the Rider, we care a little less, but... Alright, so now they're making... So are we a weird discard deck? What's happening? What are we staring at, folks? Yeah, I don't know what type of deck or anything we're looking at right now. I'm assuming they just have a sweeper here, right? A bunch of discard and control pieces, spot removal. Because nothing else makes sense. There you go. Nope, it's a demonic pact. Is that enough to win? Put a counter, put counter. Probably not, but we're into it. Let's go. Oh, it's definitely enough. I miss counting 2 extra on everything. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I have no idea what the opponent was aiming for. Like, their choices were interesting, what they made us discard, and then a demonic pack showed up. Like, I don't have any clue what was happening. Very weird. Alright, we will keep this. Dream scenario is Lana Werewolf doesn't die, but we'll see. Because then we could just go full-size Archaics back-to-back, which would be kind of cute. But doesn't look like we're going to get that luxury. Which I guess is mostly fine. Like, disappointing, because we'd love to do the big fun thing, but, you know, not the end of the world. Alright, well, starting out with the opponent removing a lot of things. Let's get 3 colors on the Archaic. Let's see how many more removal spells they have. I mean, you kept a pretty tight hand, so I'm assuming there's a lot of removal there. Because if you don't have lands, what else you got? Oh, there's a cease and desist. Okay, we get a big turn. Unless that's a Requiting Hex. Oh, it's a duress. Awesome. Yep, does nothing to this hand. We're going to put this on human. And here we go. Oh, no, I had to put it on... I put it on the wrong thing. I didn't realize I didn't have 2 green already. Oh, no. Oh, no. I had to put it... I couldn't play the Ouroboros. Oh, that sucks. I had to put it on Plant Worm. I mean, still not the end of the world if we can find an untapped land. Untapped green source, obviously. Because these will come in with 9 counters. Actually, more than that. No, it won't. Not 9. It'll come in with 3 or 4. Alright, opponent just gaining life. Alright, fair enough. We get a giant Paleontologist. Which can be a route to victory for our, oh, what did we find? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Keep us off our boards. You know, don't hate it. We found a lot of Requiting Hex this game, though. Alright. Man, this game would have been over if I'd have been paying attention on my Cavernous Souls. That's funny. Delianfell, you got it.
It's Professor Delianfell.
Come on, untap Greenland. Oh, no love. No love. Alright, go get Delianfell, I guess. End the turn.
This is the worst batch of students yet.
This is so funny. The game's just extended because I misplayed, but, you know, do what you gotta do, I guess.
I need answers.
They're gaining life. Come on, deck. We can still end the game right here. You know what? That's the next best thing. All right, so moving attack, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to send this guy and the 4 knuckleheads into Delianfell. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Cool. All right. I think our phenomenal misplay still going to keep us alive thanks to Zach Fair. All right. Awesome. Yeah, that's a crazy one. When an opponent kills that many things and has double Delianfell and we can't play our overboards and we still win, like, I'm just going to take that one. You get a little lucky, but the deck was good enough to hold its own without them. I'm going to keep it. This is kind of an interesting hand, though, because these are the ones where I always kind of wonder to myself, are we supposed to play the turn 2 Anima Call? Obviously, if we draw like Wandering Archaic, we'd rather just play the Inspiring Vantage and get a big Archaic. But we'll see how things end up. Playing against a token deck. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go Paleontologist, Llanowar Elf. And in a perfect world, we get to hold on to our creatures and maybe find a protection spell. Or we just play Anima Call with Bilbo's Gambit up. Like, I don't know. Oh, Archaic. You do change the narrative a little bit. I think I like that, because if it lives, then we could just go big Anima Call next turn. Actually, there's no reason it won't live with us holding Bilbo's Gambit. No, Arena, I want to take damage. It's fine. Get blue out of that or something. I don't know. But, like, I don't want to tap my Paleontologist. That's crazy work. Also, if they play, like, I don't know, War Leader's Call or something, we can get rid of that. Yeah, all of our blocks should be safe as well. Well, I say that. If they attack with everything... Oh. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Mostly because we can just get rid of it. Alright. Back to where we started. Yeah, now we're in good shape. Yeah, opponent, you do not want to attack. Okay, I mean, I guess you get to put something for free onto the battlefield. Let's see what you got. I mean, if you're stuck on land, you do what you got to do, I suppose. Oh, wait. I could just block a Delny? Actually, what do I even want to do? I mean, I guess we block Delny. Because I can still... Do I even want to? This would trigger extra times. We're taking 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's fine. We're just going to take it. I don't know why I was okay with that, but I'm okay with it. And then we will attack, since we can't block their knuckleheads anyway with this, as long as they have a Delny. Alright, then we just put the pressure on them. Of just say, if you got something, you got it. If we die, we die. Because here's the thing, if it's like War Leader's Call, we use the Gambit, it goes back into their hand. We block some things. Oh, it's our own Anima Call. No thank you. We're the only one that get Anima Calls around here, friend. Now, they can still put the Anima Call into play for free. Which is fine. They just don't get bonus triggers off of it. And we will be blocking a Delny. So we'll take 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll gain 2. And then we attack. Assuming they block Anima Call, they'll take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus another 5 is exactly 15. Oh, but they'll be at 17. Yeah, so we're going to have to find a little bit of help. So a little tough, but... Oh no, their creatures are tapped. Oh yeah, then we're fine, right? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Yeah, that doesn't even kill us. Yeah, sure. And then we just attack and win. At least I think the math's right. If not, oh well, math's for blockers. If we die, we die. But on this day, we do not die. That's so much damage. All right. But again, being at 2, the Bilbo's Gambit kept 2 more tokens off the battlefield because we got those triggers from the Anima call. So, I mean, I guess it worked out, you know, just kind of a weird scenario. Man, crazy stuff. These games have been all over the place. All right, let me say this deck was a lot of fun and can have some crazy turns. And actually, it turns out Queen of Dale is okay. I don't know if we need 2 or 3 or none. Still need to play some more games. So I'll probably be playing a lot after I'm done making this video so I can test a bunch of iterations of cards. But I do think there's 2 things we're noticing. One, we're still running into a lot of synthesizer list if you're on the bottom part of Mythic. On the ladder right now, so I think you may want to run some cease and desist. I think that could be really good. If we want to replace one of the heritage reclamation with that, I don't think it would be the craziest thing. Also, one of the big shortcomings of this deck is that we don't have any removal. And while the Bilbo's Gambit's really cool to help us against, say, the control matchups and stuff, we don't necessarily have anything for the opposition, right? And we are playing white, so maybe that means we should be playing some number of, I don't know, I'm just trying to think of something. The thing that exiles creatures like 4 or greater, and or maybe gets rid of artifacts and enchantments as well. There's a few different things, so I might mix and match. So depending, y'all might see a different list when you go to download this by the time it's up for y'all to download. But yeah, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot I there's a lot I kind of want to scale back. But I think it's making sure we can find at least some amount of removal and a few more ways to deal with the problem matchups, I think, is what we need to be doing with this list. But it's not far. It's very close. But I would caution people, if you already have this list, then sure, I would go ahead and do the updates, add some Bilbo's Gambit, add the Queen of Dale, and then go have fun. If you aren't already an owner of this previous version of this deck, I would probably hold off. I think we can go a little bit longer, figure out some better cards for this. I would even recommend if you hop into the Discord, link is in the description, it's totally free. If you want to just hop in and we can discuss like options and stuff with this after I play some more games, I think could be pretty cool. But it's really fun, really neat. You do have to be careful with your life total though. There's a lot of damage lands in this list and there aren't a lot of ways to get around that. So something else to keep in mind. I'm also going to be removing the Bossing Says as well because all they do is gum up the draws and we'd rather just have untapped lands with this type of deck. But those are kind of all my notes from the games that I played. But like I said, I'm probably going to try to get another 20, 30 games in with this and move pieces around and see what it looks like. But whatever list I have, it'll be up over on Moxfield like always. So y'all can go over there and download it, have some fun with it. Like I said, if you already own the previous version, simple updates if you want to play it. Also, don't forget, go over to ManaPool, get you some free money. Go support the site, support the channel. And honestly, go check it out if you haven't shopped there before. It's actually a really good website to find Magic cards. But that's all I do for now. We'll see you next time.